What's up? Graham, how the hell are you on this fine Sunday evening? For everybody else, also, how you doing? I am the Suave Mang, and here we are with something special today, something that I never really foresaw myself doing. This wasn't the initial planned stream of the evening. This was something I kind of just stumbled upon yesterday. I got a little bit of a later start today than I wanted to. Just, you know, it's the holiday season. We got things to do, you know what I'm saying? Grim, before I get started, I'm going to need your help a little bit because I'm routing my audio slightly different because I am playing directly off my PC. So I'm doing things a little bit different today. But anyway, I will have some links down in the description. I'm not going to post the link directly to where I got this game, and there will be also a timestamp in the description for when the gameplay starts, because there's definitely some things that need to be talked about going into this playthrough today. So, first of all, this game is you can see on the screen, okay, it's not going to capture my cursor here, but in the top right corner of the game screen here, this is an alpha build, alpha 4.6 of this Battlebots game. This was a canceled game that was being developed in 2002, I do believe, when the Battlebots show was kind of at its peak. The game itself was being developed by THQ and Warthog. I don't know if it was going to be published by THQ. Warthog may have been... Yeah, it was going to be developed by Warthog and published by THQ. Now, THQ in 2002-2003 were some juggernauts, dude. They put out some good shit, especially when it came to, like, you know, the old school wrestling games that we all grew up playing to death. But there's a bit of a story behind this. So the original game was being developed, from what I was able to find, for GameCube and PS2. The PS2 version has never surfaced. Excuse me. The PS2 version has never surfaced, and I will post this link in the chat box. It will also be in the description on YouTube. So this website, battlebotsupdate.com, is essentially a blog website that's ran by what I can only assume is like a super fan of BattleBots. And this guy had wrote a pretty decent-sized article about how he came to come about this game and a little bit of the backstory behind it. And this guy even said he put a $5 down payment down at GameStop to pre-order the game. So it got at least that far. But eventually ended up getting, either their money back or something or other. So this person searched for, probably about 2015, this person had searched for this copy. This game got released to the public in 2022. So only 3 years ago that this game has seen public eye. But this person here claims that in 2015, Donald Hudson, who is an actual BattleBots competitor, very well-known BattleBots competitor, if you are at all a fan of BattleBots, you probably recognize his name. But apparently this guy owns a copy of this BattleBots game. And apparently also shelled out the money for a GameCube dev kit just to be able to play this game. And apparently had brought this development kit and prototype BattleBots to like some BattleBots competitions. And people would play it. The person that runs this website, battlebotsupdate.com, says that in 2016, he got the number for a Trey Roski, who is one of the creators of BattleBots, from Donald Hudson. Trey, and he says, Trey seemed more than bewildered than anything that someone would want, quote, that old thing, but was welcoming and said if I could come down to the BattleBots offices and play the game for myself. The only problem with that gesture of kindness was that BattleBots is headquartered in California and I live in Texas. But it would make sense that Trey would have a copy of the game because BattleBots was demoed at the taping of Season 5 for Comedy Central. Around 2016, somebody with the username PeglegPoop registered to GameTechMods.com and simply titled a thread and posted it, says, I have the game, the BattleBots game. Posting a few screenshots and just basically replying to every response with lols. And that was it, and then vanished. But this is where it gets kind of crazy. It says, perhaps most famously of all, however, was a flub from BattleBots themselves when they added the vintage section to their online store. In this section of their shop, they had some original era merchandise for sale that they found in storage. Of note were the video games they listed for sale. Yes, games in plural. For the low price of $299, you could snag yourself a copy of that god-awful Game Boy Advance game, or the GameCube one. So there's a link here. That link is now dead. So this person put the $300 and checked out. Paid for it, everything, and almost immediately had his payment refunded with a notice that the GameCube game wasn't actually for sale and its inclusion in the online store was a mistake. For the record, BattleBots has never sold copies of the prototype for any amount at any time. So fast forward to 2018. It says, for all intents and purposes, this project of finding the prototype, after 3 attempts, it basically was getting nowhere. People now knew me. My name was out there in the robot combat community. So imagine my surprise one afternoon checking Facebook messages, and I get one from a friend that says they have a digital copy of the BattleBots prototype. They exchanged. He played the game, and he says, I just wanted to share this with the world. I want to post about it and include a download link. I wanted to do all the things, but I held myself back out of fears of legal repercussions. Who knows what would happen if I released it? I thought about doing so anonymously and contacted the website Hidden Palace about it, but they didn't respond. Yes, I gave copies to my friends. These people who, much like me, waited a decade and a half, and that wait was coming to an end. As time marched on, my apprehension started to disappear, and I became a little more brazen with my handling of the prototype, even going as far as to stream the game as the 2021 season finale of my show Gatorbox, and then posting all 2 hours of the game unedited on YouTube. So at this point, people knew he had a copy of it. There was footage of it out there now. A couple other YouTubers had posted gameplay video about it. All this attention on the prototype was starting again to fire me up. So that's when I set the wheels in motion. It was time to set this game free. But before you get into the release of the prototype, I feel like there's some ground to cover regarding what makes this game tick. So he kind of goes over, some of the ins and outs of the game itself, what works, what doesn't, because it is an unreleased, alpha build. This game never got finished. So we're going to skip that. And so then he goes on to say, we live in an era where nothing stays hidden or forgotten forever, for better or worse. Yes, I've had this prototype for several years and kept it to myself, but never intended to be a prototype hoarder. I just didn't know what my options were when it came to sharing the ISO and unleashing it onto the world. I don't know where the digital version of this prototype originated from. Is this Donald Hudson's copy or someone else's? Is this the same image that the show-off from Game Tech Mods had? I have no idea where it came from. He says, I also wasn't sure if this was something I was even supposed to have, but I'd committed to throwing caution to the wind by streaming the game in December 2021, which was essentially an announcement of, yes, here it is. When the legal world didn't come crashing down on me, I poked a potential hornet's nest and messaged Greg Munson to ask about the prototype and whether I could post a download to it. Greg Munson is the other co-creator to Battlebots. I was referred to Trey Roski because he's the big boss when it comes down to these kinds of matters, and he seemed completely unfazed that I had managed to swing myself a copy of the prototype. More importantly, however, he told me that as long as no money was exchanging hands, he was completely fine with the prototype being distributed. So there you have it. This post has the official approval of Trey and Greg from BattleBots. So there's a couple other things too. Apparently there was also an Alpha 4.7 build out there somewhere that potentially maybe the BattleBots crew themselves has. There was some other information that I was able to find that I can't seem to pull up right this second. I don't want to take too long searching for it, but either way, it's kind of interesting. I just thought it was an interesting story how one of the actual BattleBots competitors has a copy of this prototype and a dev kit and would just bring it to the BattleBots competitions and like play it in hotel lobbies with people. So I've shared the link to this battlebotsupdate.com about the decision to release this prototype into the world and the entire backstory behind it. And then at the bottom, it has the download link where you can find the BattleBots prototype game. So as you can see here, we've got the title screen. The audio is currently muted at the moment. Let's see here. I think that's just about all I got left here. I did play this a little bit yesterday. I did like one quick match and a couple other things. But I've never played. This intrigued me so much because I've never played, a game that was like canceled. You know what I mean? That never really saw the light of day. I've played early access games, and demos of games before, that weren't, out yet, like back in the day with the like the jam pack discs and stuff. We've played games before that were a little rough around the edges, maybe not full releases, but one that's straight up canceled. I've never played before. And I have actually been watching some of the newer BattleBots show. So this is all kind of fresh. And what led me down this was I just kind of wanted to see if there was a BattleBots game out there. And ended up coming across this, and the fact that this prototype version is now available to the public and everything else, I'm just kind of like, you know what, I have to play this. This just has to be a thing. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started now. One of the things that is noted in this article is that the tournament mode is basically broken, but we're just gonna see how far we can get in tournament mode, if at all. This might be terribly bad, but we're gonna try it. So let's see here. I should have game audio at this point, I would think. There we go. The title screen just didn't have any. All right, so let me know if the game audio needs to go up or down at all. Because right now I've got the game audio on like 25% compared to everything else. I feel like it still needs to be a little lower, about right there maybe. So, yeah, we got Quick Battle, we got Arcade Tournament Multiplayer, and we got our options menu. So, I mean, like, for being a prototype alpha build, just what I've seen of it actually looks, fairly decent. So, let's do this tournament mode here. So, I've been sponsored by robotbooks.com, and I've got $500. So essentially now we can create our bot, and we've got $500 to do it with. So let's start off with, let's see, we've got 3 small frames. We've got a quad, a full wedge, or an octagon for, looks like $37 here, $38 and $56. Now we've got medium, which are a little more expensive. We've got large, which are even bigger, and extra large, which would take almost, you know, a third of our budget. So I'm going to go with a small. I'm just going to go with a wedge, I think. We'll go from there. 37 bucks. So right now we're at 14 pounds, so we're in the lightweight category. All right, so 2 medium wheels. So we can do 4 small wheels, and this will actually show us what our bot will look like with the 4 small wheels. We've got 4 medium wheels, so these would go on the outside. 6 small wheels, which would all be on the inside. 2 small, 4 medium. 6 medium, 2 large wheels. That's like some straight up Axle from Twisted Metal type stuff right there. Standard tracks. Large tracks. Oh, that looks mean. But we're on a budget. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking inside as well, and we can do the 4 small for 22 bucks or the 6 small for 33 bucks. So I think I'm leaning towards that. So we've got 6 small wheels in the middle. Now we go on to our power. So we only have 1 powertrain that we could possibly buy, which is $105. So we'll do that. So we're down to 325 bucks. So we can cover this in plywood and just have a wedge of plywood. We've got a Lexan polycarbonate and Kevlar. I think I want to go with this polycarbonate. That looks like the closest thing we're going to get to, like, steel, basically. So let's do that for $16. Weapon size. So we can only do small weapons because we have a small frame. So we've got a double spike, a triple spike, a hammer, just 1 single spike, a spiked hammer. Unfortunately, we can't use the flipper. We've got a saw. We can put a saw on the front of it. Some jaws, a single rotary bar, a horizontal rotary blade, a lifting arm, so we could have like a forklift, and that's it. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to go with this horizontal rotary blade. The limited testing that I did on this is what I used. It's 50 bucks, and like, I don't know, like the hammer maybe, but I mean, that's a dinky hammer. So I think I'm going to go with this horizontal rotary blade. And at this point now we can name our bot. We can change the color. So let's just go straight up black with it. Logos. So we got radiation, smiley face, thunderbolt, 8-ball, hazard stripes, spots, zebra stripes, red gradient, and black gradient. I think what I want to do, and I think you're going to like this, Grim. We're going to go with the smiley face for $1. We've got some accessories. So I'm going to put... I think I'm going to put some exhaust pipes on it just because, you know, why not? For $2. And then, let's see, we got no spare parts, so I still have $256 left over. So can I add any more weapons? I can add more weapons. So I can put a hammer on the back of it. I can put another rotary blade on the back. Okay. You know, I think, you know what? Screw it. Let's go with a double rotary blade. Okay, so now I have a third weapon spot. I could put another one on the top. Saw blade. Spike hammer. Alright, let's just go with the double rotary blades for now. And the reason I went with the smiley face is because I think I want to name this bot, if I got enough space for it, I want to name this bot Have a Nice Day. Have a nice day. Oh. Yeah, the ninja shaving shaver. But we're going to go with Have a Nice Day. Good old tribute to Mick Foley. So, like, you know, for a, you know, an early 2000s, you know, Battlebots game, like, I kind of dig this creation a little bit, and I'm interested to, you know, maybe make a couple other, you know, decent-sized bots or something. So now we also have the ability to test the bot beforehand. Now, before we actually, you know, go through with everything. And if there's anything that I don't like in the configuration, I think I can change the parts and, like, get my money back out of them. So that's neat. Let's see. So X is my front weapon. Square does nothing. Circle is my rear weapon. So if I hold circle and X at the same time, I've got both rotary weapons. Now, let's see. Triangle gives me a couple different camera views. So this is like outside the box. And then this is like just directly following my bot. And the camera always tries to go behind me, so I'm not a big fan of that. And then to drive the bot, the right analog stick does nothing. So everything is done by the left analog stick. Forward, backwards, left, right. I am the Wizard of Blizzard. I don't know why I said that. I'm not throwing snowballs at this guy, but I feel like this is a bot that I could control and maybe do something with, at least to start with. So with that, we'll end our testing. And let's go ahead and store and exit. You want the ultimate shave? Yeah. So that still leaves us with about 200 bucks. And you know what I forgot? The day. Gotta open the day. So we have a save game option. We can make a new bot, and then we also have the other weight classes. So we're gonna start here with this weight class. And let's just press continue. So yep, this is our bot. It's 54 pounds, 2 horizontal rotary blades, 6 wheels, polycarbonate shielding. And so we can, so we're going to be fighting in San Francisco here. Take a trip to San Francisco with its unique Golden Gate Bridge tournament in the Bay Area, showcasing dramatic scenery. All right, so there's the Golden Gate Bridge. There's the Alcatraz Arena. And then, so we're going to be in the San Francisco Battlebots. It's robot fighting time! Well, let's see if I can win. Hopefully I can win. Because I think if I don't win this, I think I'm just done. I think they actually did introductions too, like recorded introductions, but some of them are kind of. I think there's one in here. It's like Biohazard, so I've got my first like warning. Like, yeah, these audio intros are just jumbled garbage, basically. So we're just gonna skip those. Oof. Oh no. Oh, no, no, get off of me. Get off of me. You know what? I'm just gonna leave him. I'm gonna take the chicken's way out, and we're just gonna leave him, because if he can't self-right, he's done. I don't know if this is gonna count him out though. Yeah, the plungers on the floor they don't have in the new show. Yeah, I feel like this dude should be getting counted out now, but since he's not, we're gonna just keep messing with him. Oh, the saws.
1 minute remaining.
Let's see if I can get him into the screws. Oh, he's smoking! He's smoking! Frame failure! Oh, and his weapon's way over there, too. Oh! Got him! So, yeah, that audio was just completely garbled.
The cream of the crop!
Yes! Alright. So there's our tournament bracket. I beat Hippie Chick. Now it's me versus Snowflake. So advancing to the the quarterfinals. Have a nice day, Snowflake, Atomic Monkey, and Junkyard Dog 2.0. Now I believe this game had, according to this website that I found, I don't recognize most of these bots because obviously they were older ones. A total of 42 replica bots and 20 fantasy bots were to be included in the game. So I'm not sure how many of them actually made it into the game, but apparently if Biohazard shows up at any point, this game is just crashed. So let's take on Snowflake. Okay, so I've got 20 minutes to make repairs. So I can, guess I can allot 10 minutes to the frame, 5 minutes to the armor, and 5 minutes to the weapons. And so my power's still going to have a small hit, but essentially the rest of my bot's going to be repaired. So let's do that. So that's an interesting little thing. Honestly, the little bit that I've played of this game, this is one of those games where, obviously I never played it before, but there's certain games that you play, you know, once they're 20, 25 years old, you just kind of go, you know what, this is a game I wished I could have played back in the day, and I feel like this is one of them. I don't know if, like, obviously this game never got finished, so this is what... Oh, this one is actually going to work.
Semi-final contest. Player one. They say no two are alike, and thank goodness, because this one is pure evil. Here is Snowflake.
But, I mean, the little bit that I have experienced with this game, it's been fun. Stay away from the saws. Oh, and the hammer. Stay away from the hammer. Driving these things is not fun. But the controls are a little bit jank, and it's not because it's, you know, just bad game design. I feel like these controls would have been fine 20 years ago. It just has that, like, old school, you know, GameCube jank feel to it. I don't know why it says out in front of this guy's name here. Man, I can't really do shit to this guy, though. Trying to get at this guy's tires and see if that'll do anything. Oh, shit! Stay away from that. Stay away from all of that. We can't really do anything to each other at this point. Oh, he's smoking! Oh, shit!
15 seconds. Battle end.
Ladies and gentlemen, the three judges at arena side have turned in a 27
Oh,
to 8
yes! I
decision
won!
for the red
So I got 7 for aggression, 8 for damage, and 12 for strategy. I've never had one go to decision. I only did like maybe 4 battles before I played this. So first one going to judges' decisions, I won. But I feel like if this, you know, custom bot build, you know, thing would transfer over into, you know, like local multiplayer, you know, matches. Grim, I don't know about you, but this is a game I feel like me and you would have sat down and played for days. Like just building different bots and, you know, battling them against each other, you know, sitting there in the bedroom when we were, you know, like 12, 13 years old. I feel like this game would have gotten some regular playtime. All right, so here we are in the finals, actually. So that was the semifinals. So here we are in the finals against Junkyard Dog 2.0. So far, tournament mode's playing okay. And I actually have enough time to repair everything. So that's awesome. I can go into this finals with a fresh bot. That's lit. So here we are in the finals. Like, but to be honest with you, I mean, we've talked about this before, you know, games that are 20 years old, some of them age like milk, you know, some of them are just not fun to play anymore. And I'm kind of having a blast with this game, you know, in its current state. You have to give it some, you know, a little bit of wiggle room and overlook some stuff, but... Dude, I felt the same way when I downloaded it, and, you know, just played a couple matches. As soon as I got to this tournament mode and realized that you could, like, we're going to skip that, where you could build your own bot and go through a tournament, I was already like, you know what, I wish, this is a game I wish I would have had back in the day. Oh, he can still go upside down. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking it to him, that's for sure. Oh! Oh! No! 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 Flip over. Yes! Yes! Okay, we took a lot of damage, though, but he's smoking. Junkyard Dog is smoking. Yes! Yes! Have a nice day! Now do I just... There we go. Yeah! Have a nice day! Bang, bang! Yeah. Honestly, I didn't expect to win this tournament. Like, the first couple matches that I did were just not... Especially right there, when I got flipped over, did not think I thought I was done right there. So... The fact that I got flipped back over was lit. Have a golden nut. Yeah, buddy. Have a nice day. Winner's Rumble. What is the Winner's Rumble? I know there's a Loser's Rumble. If you lose, you get put in the arena with with 3 other bots. Junkyard Dog disintegrated. Yeah, he did. Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what, Grim. I know you don't play on PC a whole lot, but the GameCube emulator isn't very demanding. The numbers are upside down. Okay, so we've got Junkyard Dog, we've got Snowflake. And there's one other one I don't recognize. But I feel like you'd have some fun with this.
Here is Snowflake. It's foul-tempered, ill-mannered, acerbic, churlish, cantankerous, and lots of other words I found in a thesaurus. It's Atomic Monkey.
Atomic Monkey. Okay. And Junkyard Dog. Oh, come on. I'm in here, like, completely, you know, not repaired, and I'm in here against, like, looks like 3 other bots that are repaired. I don't know why it keeps saying out over the other ones, though. That's not something I don't know what's happening with that. Game is a buggy mess. It's trash. Literally unplayable. Oh, have a nice day is down. It's literally unfinished. Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't count against me, because that's kind of bullshit that I had to go up against 3 other bots after getting my ass whooped. Okay, so I've advanced to the next tournament location. Now, can I edit my bot? Okay, X to modify bot. I still only have $306. I don't know why these are blinking red. I can't buy any of these. Oh, are these ones that I unlocked? Did I unlock more parts? Because all I've had was quad, full wedge, and octagon. So I got short wedge and long quad now. So I think the red ones are ones that I unlocked. Oh, yeah. I got a new powertrain, so that's sweet. 155 bucks, though. New weapons. A flipper. Oh, I wish I could use the flipper. Doesn't look like any more weapons. But I will buy this other powertrain. And so now I have a powertrain here on spare. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll just keep it in its configuration and see how that works. So here we are in San Francisco. Moving on to the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, honestly, I think just the limited time that I've played this, it's a shame that this game didn't come out. You know, because I feel like this would have been one of the potential hidden gems of the early 2000s. I really do. Have another nice day. Oh, we're at the Battlebot arena is actually in the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge. All right, so we're starting off against Junkyard Dog 2.0 this time. Oh, he's tearing me up, though. Ah, damn it, he got me. All right, first loss. I kicked his ass last round. I don't know what happened with this one. Oh, okay. Well, there was that. So now I'm in the loser's rumble. I don't know if this is maybe like a second chance or if this is just, you know, another... Like, if you win or lose, you have to just face 4 other bots. This might be the 4 that lost, and it's just, all right, see who can do the best out of the 4 losers. How's the audio mix? Is the game loud enough, or is it too loud? How's everything sounding with the, you know, arena combat and everything? Hippie Chick Fang and Wienerbot. Yeah, there's not a lot going on.
remaining.
Straight up ramping that guy. It is getting a little old holding down these buttons, though. I ain't gonna lie about that.
15 seconds.
Tell you what, this little bot scoots, though.
Battle end.
Yes! I won! I don't know what criteria I needed to win, but I won. Okay, so the image is a little messed up now. At least in some menus. That could just simply be emulation issues, though, as well. You never know how well an emulator is gonna, you know, play an unreleased game. So, you know, we got to take it for what it is. All right, round one against Backlash. Okay, so the frame rate on this kind of sucks right now. I have no audio in-game. I don't know if it just doesn't like backlash or if there's something going on here, but yeah, right now my frame rate's at like 22 FPS. So we'll just go through this and see if it gets any better. He almost knocked me out of the arena, though. That wasn't good. Yeah, get some of that armor off of there. Oh, saws. Saws, get away from the saws. Need to stay away from the front of this guy. Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, and he's upside down. Is that going to be a win for Have a Nice D? Yeah, they definitely are. But I feel like this one, though, with the way that it's rotating, it looks like it's rotating potentially this way, so it was sending mine up in the air rather than, you know, going forward and just cutting into it. So it looks like we're just going to have to sit here for the next 2 minutes because they're not counting this guy out. So I guess we'll just start chipping away at him. A little smokage. Hopefully my audio comes back after this. I'm not sure how save progression and everything's going to work with this either, so I don't know if maybe once I turn this off, if everything's going to disappear. Got him. And that's a win for Have a Nice Day. Okay, frame rate's back. And this might be where we get our first crash. Because right now nothing's going on. So, let's see if... Okay, now my... Looks like a countdown doesn't start until after the frame failure. Yeah, it seems like once they get upside down, it doesn't do anything. So unfortunately, it looks like this has now froze. Looks like the emulator and everything may have frozen. Okay, so the emulator is still fine. So let's just see if we can relaunch the game and pick up where we left off. I'm kind of doubting it, in all honesty. Which sucks because, like, I would really like to get through, you know, like, a tournament, earn some cash, you know, upgrade my bot and all that stuff, because I feel like that would just be, like, fantastic stuff. Yeah, I've been sponsored by robotbooks.com, so no save at all. Have a Nice Day is gone. So, pictures. Oh, it's because my game's not full screen. Thank you for that. Well, we'll bump it up to medium this time, and we'll do a hexagon frame for $76. 4 small wheels. Okay, so even the medium wheels are inside. Let's see. So we can just do 2 medium wheels. That's $45. 4 medium is $68. Let's go with, well, we got 2 medium and 2 small. Let's go with the 4 medium for $68. We'll go with the Kevlar. Pickaxe, hammer, horizontal rotary disc, lifting arm, and a long spike. Still can't use a flipper on this model. I'm thinking we go with this. Thinking we go with this horizontal rotary disc. See what we can do with that. And then we can put a spike on the back. I think I want to do just this little hammer here, because that might maybe be able to flip me back over. Oh, that's $36 though. Looks like I'm not going to be able to do any of that. So we're going to have to just roll with what we got here, I think. Well, let's throw the triple spike on. What you got for a bot name there, Grim? The pizza cutter. We'll put the hazard stripe on it. Put a little gremlin on there. Pizza cutter. Let's see how well pizza cutter does. All right, so we got $14 left on this guy. Oh, that's why right there I didn't press save game after that. If I would have maybe saved it after the last tournament, I might still have a nice day. But let's see how the old pizza cutter's going. Honestly, this dude kind of, like, with the spike on the back, almost kind of looks like a turtle. Yeah, that is true. So this one's going to start me off in New York. So the middleweight tournament starts in New York. Grand Central Station and the USS Intrepid. Actually, it would be really sweet to be able to generate some money somehow, but I don't know, maybe they didn't get that far. You know what I mean? Like, because I won that first tournament, and I think I unlocked some new parts, but I don't think I earned any more money. So maybe once you beat, like, the entire location, maybe you get another sponsorship and some money, but they just might not have got that far. Which would be really unfortunate. All right, we're going up against Devil. This one is a lot, it's, I won't say easier to control, but it's definitely not like whipping around quite as quick as the other one. That second drivetrain was too much power for Have a Nice Day. Got him flipped over. Hey, I had him distracted with my saw, but he forgot about my tail. Whoppa!
Show me what kind of man you are, Chekhov.
Yeah, buddy.
Remaining.
Starting to smoke. All right, I think I know how to fix that. Just give me a minute. Oh, and I flipped him back over.
Battle end.
Ladies and gentlemen, the three judges at arena side have turned
What?
25.
No way, dude. How? There ain't no way that guy won that. That's some bullshit right there.
I just feel so disrespected. That's the key thing.
Well, I won't be able to hear the blurps, but that should keep them from echoing. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Dude, I should have just left him upside down. I should have just left him upside down, and I accidentally flipped him over, and somehow they gave it to him. Hell, they might even have gave it to him if he was upside down since I went to a countdown. That's bullshit. Negative review on Steam.
I, right now, am trying extremely hard to maintain my composure.
That's some bullshit, man. Actually, you know what? This might work if I do that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let me know if the blurps keep echoing.
from player.
All right, so we got Devil, Assassin, and Sabotage. Did that guy get flipped over already? Oh yeah, I've got my eye on him, and only him. Oh, okay. So I'm not out. Like, I can still control this, but now my controls are completely inverted because I'm upside down. That's actually kind of sweet. Because I feel like, legitimately, you know, that would be a thing. So now down is forward. It'd be nice if I could see what this... Yes! Yes! Devil is down! Well, I managed to right myself, so that's cool. Oh, that's the second one. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, player.
All right, well, I won the Losers Rumble, at least. So that was
You are
something.
like a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert. Yeah, and I am the entire desert.
Is there still an echo going on, or did I fix that problem? Hopefully I fixed it. Cool. Yeah, because normally I've got my desktop audio muted in OBS, but I had to unmute that for my, you know, for the game audio, so it was looping through that as well. But yeah, I would like to see if I can at least make it through one tournament and continue. So we got Garm. Oh, damn, he's kicking my ass. Shit. I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do to this guy. He's so flat. Oh, he's upside down, though. Damn!
Have some goddamn faith!
Got him. Have a nice day. Or no, this is Pizza Cutter. My bad. Pizza Cutter with the win.
The winner by knockout, the red square, player
Sliced and diced.
one.
Magnifico by the Pizza Cutter. All right, so now it's going to be me. Devil, this fucking guy, man. I need to take him out. That way they can't say, oh, he won, even though he was upside down for half the match. All right, so I can do armor, frame, and weapons. My power's barely impacted, so we're going to do that. I kind of like that little mini game in there of... you know, having to repair your bot in between rounds. It's a nice touch. So we'll see how well this one keeps going this time, and maybe we'll get Have a Nice Day 2.0 back out. It's just if I win this tournament, I need to remember to save it. Unless I'm just going to be stuck here now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to end up stuck here now. I got a black screen and my frame rate's not moving. So that's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate that this game is broke like that. But it is unfinished. So it's just there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. We're just going to have to, you know, play it as it spins. Digitally, virtually. All right. Well, actually, hold on. I got a warning here, and if I just click ignore, there we go. We're back. Especially for, you know, an early 2000s, like, GameCube era game. Dude, I probably would have played the shit out of this back in the day. Oh, no, big fella. Ooh, that was a solid hit right to the grill. You know, throwing that spike on the back was actually a pretty solid idea because I can use that to just like whip him into the screws or, you know, kind of get some distance away from my saw blade. So that actually worked out pretty good. And I didn't plan it that way. Got him with the tail! Got him with the tail! Yeah, buddy. Pizza Cutter, use tail whip. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on now. And we might be done. We might be froze up now. Yeah, got redemption, though. I'll take it. Yeah, it looks like this is where this playthrough is going to die here. So, we'll give it a third shot. And then if I don't, maybe after that I'll just do some quick matches or something. Because obviously this tournament mode is broken, and I knew it going in. But we got to try, right? We got to try. You know what? Let's watch this time. See, the problem is the extra large frames and the big ones. Like, those frames cost so much money, I feel like you need to start with a smaller one to really get anywhere, to build up funds to be able to actually make a badass robot. And I don't feel like you're going to actually get the opportunity to do that with the way the tournament mode, or lack thereof, works in this game. Yeah, because large we got $102. $84 on that one. Yeah, that one's $153. And once, then once we add the powertrain in there, that's going to be a decent chunk. So let's try large, I guess. We'll go. Let's see. The cheapest one is this flat double wedge. We got this half cylinder here. Kind of want to try this guy out. Screw it. Let's go with that guy. All right, let's do our powertrain next. That's going to be $200. So that's going to leave us with $188 to actually customize this thing. So we can do 3 small wheels. That's $80. 4 small wheels is $44. 4 medium wheels, $91. 6 small, $72. Oh, we could even have... Dude, you can make a massive tank with this, dude. Too bad I ain't got the funds for it. Yeah, let's just go with the 4 small wheels, I guess. Well, actually, let's go with weapons, and we'll see what we have left to budget for. Yeah, we'll go with the polycarbonate for $36. And the cheapest set of wheels was, I think, the 4 small wheels for $44. So I need to leave $44 in my budget. I think that's going to take most of these out of here. Like these large weapons anyways. Double pneumatic spike? Oh, I could put that on here. Alright, well, let's get our wheels. As for large, I could go with the double pneumatic spike. That leaves us with $13. I can put a triple spike on the back. Regular spike. Alright. Now let's go with the triple spike in the back, and that leaves us with $3. You know what? Yeah, it does seem pretty massive. But we're gonna call this one Armadillo. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like it looked like an armadillo. We're gonna leave it that color and everything. And put some zebra stripes on it to make it look more like an animal? Fuck it, why not? And that's my last $3. So no accessories. But, yeah, we got Armadillo. We're in the heavyweight division. You know what? Actually, let me actually save this one before I even get started. That way, if we freeze up, I don't have to remake the bot. That's a hell of an idea, ain't it? Area 51? Quit it. So we got Area 51, Groom Lake Compound, which is still Area 51, and then the top secret hangar. That's some Tony Hawk shit. Alright, we got Armadillo and the heavyweight division. See how this pneumatic spike works. Mechivore? This thing don't turn worth a shit, I'll tell you that. I feel like this pneumatic spike is supposed to do something, and it's not. I don't think Armadillo is going to do that great. Oh yeah, we're getting our ass handed to us. Oh shit, now we're both upside down. I guess we'll just let this count down. Oh, it's counting me out, but it's not counting him out? What the hell is that? That's some bullshit. Apparently they didn't get far enough into coding the opponent getting counted out. Just the player.
Years of academy training wasted.
Exactly. That's some bullshit, man. Negative review on Steam. They didn't finish the game. You know, and it's unfortunate too, because like I've read about, Resident Evil 1.5, that had that has such a dedicated fan base, where they're trying to you've got like a team of modders trying to resurrect this game and everything. And basically like mod support, almost like fan mods are trying to resurrect this game and complete it and everything. And this game is probably never going to have a big enough fan following to do anything like that. Okay, you know what? We after this, I might just rebuild Have a Nice Day and try that again and just save it beforehand. The turning radius on Armadillo kind of sucks. Like, so I can't really use like a tail whip or anything. This is just basically bumper cars at this point. Full send. Well, at least Armadillo might survive. So I got that going for me. Yeah, it's just with, I feel like in order to have a large bot or a extra large bot, you just need to somehow build up funds, and that's just not something I don't think I'm going to be able to do. Nah. So we're going to rebuild Have a Nice Day. So there we go. We got resume in new game. So we do have some resemblance of save function, at least. You know, instead of doing the full wedge again, let me go with the octagon. We'll try that. We'll change up Have a Nice Day a little bit. Have a nice week. Now we'll go with the 4 small wheels. We can go with Kevlar. I think we'll have enough for that. Let's go with... Oh, I can do the flipper on this one. $80. Yeah, let's put the flipper on it. Put the rotary blade on the back. Damn, I wish I could put the hammer on the top. Yeah, we'll put a saw blade on the top. Screw it. All right, well, see, maybe instead of having this one as have a nice day, because the logo is going to be covered up. We'll, you know, we're going to go with the hazard stripe, I think. And this will be... This will be Armadillo Jr. Hazard pay. We'll go with Armadillo Jr. And we still got some left over for accessories. Dinosaur fin. Man, it'd be cool if I could move these around. But it doesn't look like I can move them around any, so that kind of sucks. We'll put some meaty exhaust pipes on it, though. We'll do that. All right. Oh, so that's actually going to put me back in the middleweight category because I beefed him up a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and save this now so I don't have to remake this bot. And see how we do in the middleweight location this time. So we're going back to New York. Let's see how Armadillo... See if Armadillo Jr. can avenge his father. I'm having a blast with this game, though, man. With it, at least in its, you know, limited state. It really makes me wish that this was a finished game. Assassin. Not sure how I can possibly use the saw on the top, but I don't know, maybe that'll at least make me, keep me from flipping over. Oh, shit. Oh, there's my other weapon. It's the L button is my other weapon. And I got up right at the last second. Oh, do you hear that noise, though? That bzzz. The game froze again. Damn it! That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's not in good shape. I'm gonna keep trying though, because I'm having fun. It's unfortunate that it's still this broken, you know. I mean, I could probably just do like quick plays in arcade. The arcade is, it's like there's power-ups and shit that you can use, and like, I don't know, it just sounds kind of odd. Alright, options, controller. Yeah, weapon 3, weapon 4 is R, L and R. Camera's triangle, so the X button does nothing. Weapon 1 and 2. And then the D-pad is... Oh, you can... Okay. Oh, we can turn rumble on. That's cool. And so then we've got some alternate... Oh, you can have it set up to where left drive is one way and right drive is the other. Interesting. Left, right, and forward is control 4. We'll leave it on default. But let's see here. Multiplayer. 1-on-1, 3-for-all, 4's a crowd, 3-player league, round robin, 4-player knockout, 2 destruction, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 60 seconds. Yeah, this is definitely something we would have done, for sure. Now let's try this tournament one more time. Oh, is it not going to let me load my data? Well, there was something there that I got. Okay, so it was weird selecting that, but... Now let's try Armadillo Jr. again. It's so unfortunate that this is so broken. Like, the best mode in here is broken. After this, I'll probably just do some quick matches or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Battlebots middleweight quarterfinal contest. Player 1, here to tear you a new exalted
Oh, this guy.
sport, introducing Gorm.
Gorm, huh? The guy killed himself trying to get to me. All right, I'll take the win. That's fine.
The cream of the crop.
All right, so it's Armadillo Jr. versus Mr. Heavy. And yeah, we've got enough to just fix everything with time to spare. So we'll do that. That that was probably the cheesiest, cheapest win I'll ever have in this game. The dude just kept ramming himself into the sauce. The AI in this game is stupid. Negative review on Steam. Speaking of Steam, there is another game that it seemed was similar to this in some way called, I think it was either Robot Arena 2 or maybe it was Robot Wars 2. But there's been other like robot fighting games. What the hell? This dude looks like just a pyramid, like a piece of, like a plywood pyramid with some hammers on them. That bot sucks. That bot don't battle nobody. Whoops. Didn't intend on doing that. There. Get back over on your side. Damn it.
Seconds. Battle end.
Oh, and it froze again. Damn it. Ah. I was getting a decent ways through it when I first started it, and then it just stopped. Like, now I can't even really get through a battle in tournament mode. It seemed like the best I got through was in the, in that lightweight division. So let me rebuild Have a Nice Day exactly as he was. and we'll try this one more time. Because I'm only an hour and 45 minutes into the stream, so we'll give it one more honest chance and see how far we get. New game. Let's resurrect Have a Nice Day. We'll go with wheel placement here shortly. Let's do this first. We'll go through everything else and we'll do wheels last. Oh, I can actually put the flipper on them in this configuration? Maybe it was the wheels. Yeah, it's those inner wheels that wouldn't let me use the lifter is what it was. Alright, well, I'll go with the 4 small wheels. And we'll go with... We'll put the blade on the back. You know what? We might actually have enough to do this. Put these 2 hammers on the side so I can maybe flip myself over if I need to. We'll try that. Let's resurrect Have a Nice Day. Alright, and so actually... Let's just go with the 4 medium wheels, since I have the money for that. They're on the outside, but it gives us a little bit of a wider wheelbase. And yeah, we'll do that. Oh, that still puts them in the middleweight category, though. Well, let's... It's the flipper that's probably doing it. So let's sell that. Yep. Can I put the... Can I put this on here? Nope. Might have to get rid of the hammers. Well, I got that leaves me with 1 hammer. Yeah, well, Oh, how did I do that? I can change where it is. Okay, so we'll keep that hammer in the middle then. I didn't know the X button would change where it went. Ah, select a weapon from the list and press X to reposition it onto another available weapon point. Neat. Okay. Alright, so we've got basically our original configuration. We're at the top of the lightweight. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping, that I can flip back over if I do get flipped over. Alright. You know, it could just be maybe the New York location isn't as, you know, finished, I guess, as like the San Francisco location. See, it might be an arena problem as well. There's several different things that could be wrong with this game. I just want to see how far I can possibly make it in tournament. How much I can brute force my way through tournament mode. You know what I mean? Because this seems like the most promising mode in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this player...
What the hell is this? The duck from hell. Got him. Flipped his ass over. He's got no weapon left.
It's got more problems than a hippopotamus.
Yeah. This thing's the little bot that could, dude, I swear.
1 minute remaining.
Have a nice day!
The winner by knockout, the Red Square.
Yeah, buddy. Barely took any... didn't take a whole lot of damage in that either. So it's going to be me versus Atomic Monkey next. Two minutes. 1 minute. I'm fixing it. You know, as fun as I'm having with this game, there's a small part of me now that wishes I didn't play it. Because all I can think now is what this game could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, as fun as I'm having with it, the shortcomings are there. You know, the brokenness of it is there. You know, it's a prototype. It's unfinished. And it just makes me long for what could have been in 2003. You know, like, I would have been 11, 12, 13 years old, and I feel like this is a game I would have played the shit out of. Oh no! I lost my skull and my pipes. Is Atomic Monkey gonna go the distance? Oh, he's smoking. He's smoking.
30 seconds. Fifteen seconds.
Ah, damn it. And we're froze again. That's unfortunate. Well, let's do just some quick battles now, I suppose. That's as good as we're going to get with this. It sucks, man, because I was it is having a problem with decisions, but man, it was like that first initial tournament that I did, actually getting to the end of it, and winning it and starting the second location. It was doing. I mean, there was one, or I think two, at least two, where I made it to decision and it didn't freeze. So I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, it could just be that, and I just got lucky twice. But it was like the first two that I did that went to decision. It seemed like it did just fine. Let me actually just restart. Yeah, now Dolphin itself is just froze. Because there was one that I won by decision, and then there was one I lost by decision. So it hasn't frozen every time. Lately it has been. I also wonder, because I'm playing this on Dolphin 2412, and so I know there's a newer version of Dolphin that's been out since this. So part of me wonders if maybe it would get a little bit more stable over time with, you know, a more updated emulator. Yeah, let's just do quick battle. And what's interesting about this is that a lot of these are locked. It's like Gamma Raptor's locked. Mauser Mecha Catbot is locked. There's Shrike. Okay, so there's the lightweight division, middleweight, heavyweight, and super heavyweight. And a lot of these are locked. However, because this is a developer, you know, prototype, if you just push the L and the R button, which for me is L2 and R2, you'll unlock every bot in the game. Boom. Got them all. So this dude's got a... We're going to do some super heavyweight. Techno Destructo. Yeah, look at this guy. And then we got Toro. Super Ginsu. Organ Grinder. Yeah, that lives up to its name, that's for sure. Lawnmower of Death. Nut Crusher. That looks painful. Meathead. Dissector. Do-all. Got Iceberg. Minion. Yeah, let's go with Toro. Super heavyweight, 340 pounds this beast. And opponent. Well, I feel like it's only fair to do another super heavyweight, so let's just hit random here. I guess random ain't gonna work. Oh, you can actually load your custom bots into here? That's okay. It's just too bad you don't have any money to make decent ones. Well, alright, Grim, pick the opponent. Because random's not working. Super Ginsu. Razor sharp wheels. So this dude is just saw wheels, apparently. Alright, let's do it to it. But at least having the ability to seemingly load your custom bots into this game, I feel like could be really cool if you know you could actually get through the tournament mode, have some decent bots, and then do some one-on-one, you know, couch one-on-one against, you know, these custom bots that you can make in here. Would be a lot of damn fun. These things almost look too big for this arena now. I can't see. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I was trying to flip them out because that's one thing I haven't experienced in this game yet is a ring out. All right, well, I guess we'll try this one again. Well, he's on his side now. Jesus. Well, it's just when I get in between his wheels, it's basically just like two saw blades is what's happening with that. So I'm going to use Toro again. Because I want to see if I can flip somebody out. And for the opponent... let's do, we'll do Organ Grinder. Let's see how we fare against Organ Grinder. I might check out arcade mode too, but there's like power-ups and shit, and I feel like that might just be kind of weird. I mean, you can turn the power-ups off, but I mean, I at least need to give it a shot before I call it a night, you know.
As a lawnmower, you'll love him as a BattleBot. Here is Otto, a small bot with an even smaller conscience. Introducing Organ Grinder.
Let's kick butt.
Oh, damn. I'm going to get counted out because I'm on my side. Yeah, we're going to do that again. Oh, and it's not going to... okay, now it did. I was saying, is it not going to repair these? Thanks, bud. Oh, shit. Yeah, it doesn't look like a ring out would be a thing, because it looks like there's a barrier just outside the yellow. But I can fling this dude around. Got him! Oh, watch it count me out before it gives me the win. Nope, it's counting him out. Okay, cool. Player 2 win. What? What? No way, dude. It did give him the win. Oh, hell no. I don't remember the original.
Do you want my head to explode? In the name of all that is good and decent, no more for today!
So there's Biohazard. Apparently trying to use this one at all will just straight up crash the game. So let's try to use this one. Alcatraz, Grand Central Terminal, USS Intrepid. So we can, at least in arcade mode, we can pick through all the different arenas. Defeat 4 lightweight bots to progress to Phase 2. Yeah, I don't remember the original Battlebots well enough to remember really anything about it. I just remember it was a cool show back in the day. Well, that's what happens when you try to use Biohazard. So, yeah. There's what happens. Don't use Biohazard. Okay, so let's go heavyweight division. Oh, gotta unlock them all again. El Diablo Grande. Frostbite. Little Sister. Mauler. Like, it seems like this game had, like, potential to be, you know, something decent, too, because you've got, like, a lot of these, I think it said there was, like, 42 actual bots that were in this game, and they've got, like, the sponsors and everything on them, like Loctite. You know, there's a lot of sponsorships and, you know, actual, you know, brands as part of this game. So it's like, it seems like it had, you know, something going for it, at least for a minute. We'll use El Diablo Grande. We'll just do normal Battlebots. I think it was beat 4 bots or something like that to progress to Phase 2. I got a feeling with this being arcade mode, if there's like power-ups and shit involved, there's probably going to be like healing stuff maybe.
He's known to let his opponents make their mark. Unfortunately, it's always a giant blood stain on the south wall of the Battlebots.
Damn.
It is El Diablo Grande. Hold on to your wheels, baby. Here is Taxi.
Let's kickbox.
Just fucking this taxi up. Although I don't see any power-ups or anything. Oh, there's one over there.
Electrical field.
Electrical field?
The winner by knockout.
There we go.
Red Square, El Diablo Grande.
That's right. Yeah. All right, so there's one down. You know, I might have to go on YouTube or something to see if I can find some old BattleBots episodes, because like the new one, like it's I mean, it's BattleBots, you know, I mean, it's gonna be decent, but like, I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be something about the old one that just hits you in the nostalgia just right, you know. Wienerbot. Well, that wasn't too hard. Hey, it's actually going to count him out. How about that? Look at that. 17 seconds. El Diablo in 17 seconds. Yeah, buddy. Wait, what? Player 2? It said player 2 won. He got counted out. He's upside down. What? What? You gotta be shitting me right now. Bro, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. He was upside down and got counted out and got awarded the win. What the fuck? Like, I understand, okay? I understand that this is a broken, unfinished game, but that shit is borderline unforgivable. Defeat 4 lightweight bots to progress to phase 2. Oh, that was ridiculous. That was a 17-second win, and they gave it to the guy who lost. What the fuck? It is fun though. This is a fun game, and really makes me wonder if in a parallel universe somewhere this game got finished, and you know, 12-year-old me just had a fucking blast, you know?
Electrical field. Static attack. Force field.
I'm going to run you down.
Weapon.
Got him. Is he going to award him the win?
The winner,
All right, good.
the red square, El Diablo Grande.
That's right. El Diablo Grande. Give me the win. Because I actually got it. Unlike that last round. That was some bullshit. You know what I should do? I should open the tournament mode and see if I can actually spend more than my budget. Like, I wonder if the game is broke in that aspect. Like, can I spend beyond my budget, just make a cool bot that I could then maybe, you know, at least using like quick play. This is the guy that stole my win. You ain't stealing my win from me today.
The winner by knockout, the red square.
Yeah, body. There is a game on Steam I might have to look into. Maybe it's not on Steam. It's an old game, but it's called Robot Arena 2, and it does kind of look like this game, and I want to say it came out right around the same time. It was called Robot Arena 2 Design and Destroy. It came out in February 2003. And it was made by Infogrames, which is the same people that did like the driver games and stuff back in the day. Toe Crusher. Got him. I mean, it doesn't... I mean, it helps that I'm a heavyweight fighting lightweight bots, but this is just phase 1.
El Diablo.
So far, though, this seems to be playing okay. This mode. So that's something at least. And I suppose at least in limited capacity, you could make your own bot in tournament mode and maybe load it in quick play. So there's that. Final. Ziggo. I think he's scared, man.
The winner by knockout, the Red Square.
All right, let's see what Phase 2 is all about. GentleDentistry.net. Not sure exactly what's happening here. Oh, it's showing the winning bot, I guess. All right, save successful. Phase 1 complete. Unlocked Backlash. So I guess that's how you unlock the other bots. Even though I have them all. The middleweight weight class is now unlocked. Well, let's fight in Alcatraz. Defeat 4 middleweight bots to progress to Phase 3. There's a wild Bjorn back there. Well, so far, our arcade mode is playing pretty smooth, so that's nice. Killer Kitten.
Let's kickbox. Force field. Electrical field.
You smoking. Smoking. This one might go to decision.
Static attack. Battle end.
Got a frame failure at the last second. Sweet. With how broken the decision making in this game is, I was kind of worried about that one. So there we go. They got that win. Yeah, this is I keep saying it, but man, this is a game I wish I would have had on my GameCube back in the day. This would have been a lot of fun.
Make their mark.
Blade Runner.
Let's kick butt. Static attack.
Oh, that just straight up immobilized me for a minute.
Force field. Static attack. Electrical field. Static attack.
Oh, this is going to come down to the wire, dude. He might get me. Oh, he got me. Damn. That's unfortunate. Made it to phase 2 though, with 5 wins. We'll just go with Sua. I just want to see if I can go into tournament mode and maybe go over budget. I doubt it's going to let me do it, but I got to try. Cannot afford this component. Damn. Well, now I'm like stuck in this mode. Oh, cancel and exit. There we go. Can I load a bot into arcade mode? Looks like I can. Actually, hold on. Let me do that again. Yeah, it will let me load the bot into arcade mode. What about this? If we do a one-on-one. Yeah, it looks like it'll let me do that too. Yeah, dude, this would have been the crown jewel right here for me and you back in the day. To be able to make a bot, and I'm guessing if you had multiple different save files, you could put it through the tournament, you know, potentially upgrade it and everything like that, and we could have put our upgraded bots, you know, one-on-one against each other. Man.
Let's kick some.
Oh yeah, dude, this would have been so sweet back in the day. And it just froze on me. Damn. All right. You know what? Let's see. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes in. I'm gonna one more time. I don't know why. I just can't help it. Just one more time. I'm going to go into tournament mode, and how far I get is how far I get, and that's going to be the end of the day. If it freezes on the first fight, then we're done on the first fight. I just got to see... I got to give it another stab. That's all. And I think it froze again already. So let me just close Dolphin altogether. Yeah. I'm going to have to play around with this on maybe some different versions of Dolphin and see if that changes anything. I kind of doubt it. Because I'm on 24.12. And the latest is 25.12. I could just install the update now and update the emulator as we sit here, but I know it's working at least to a certain extent on this version of Dolphin, so I'm going to just keep using this version of Dolphin. But, you know, I am playing an unfinished game. So, we get what we get. But I'll tell you what, though, it's been a wild experience. Okay, so this actually keeps track of your trophies, your sponsor, how much money you have, everything. Well, I'll tell you what, though, it's been wild to go and actually play an unfinished game, because that's a first for me, and that's one of the reasons I did this today instead of my planned, you know, Resident Evil stream, was because the opportunity to play an unfinished game I've never had. You know, again, like I've said before, I played games in early access. I've played, you know, demos. Like the Metal Gear Solid demo, it has some differences to what ended up, you know, what the actual game ended up being. And maybe because it was a demo, they maybe did it that way on purpose. But it's just wild going into a game knowing it's a prototype. He's kind of kicking my ass. He's smoking. And have a nice day picks up the win. Woo! Have a nice day, Junkyard. All right, our armor took a beating, though. So it's going to be me versus Fang in the next one. $14 minutes for the armor. That's going to take... Ooh, and my frames hit, too. Well, we're going to do the armor, power, and weapons, and the frame's just going to have to be what it is, unfortunately. Making the tough decisions. I should have paid more attention to who my opponent is. But I mean, shoot, I played this game now for 2.5 hours, and I've had fun with it in its current state. So I can only imagine, you know, 20, 25 years ago, how much this would have gotten played. GameCube definitely would have gotten a hell of a lot more playtime out of it. That's for damn sure. Fang, that's right. Oh no. We're just going to keep doing the spin move, I think. My frame's only at 33, 32. Oh, he's smoking. Got him. Yes. Have a nice day. Yeah, buddy. All right, down to the finals against Marquis de Sal. Okay. Let's look at our repairs, though. 15 minutes for the frame. 15 minutes for the frame. That get. Oh, but the armor, though. Damn, I can't let my frame go again, though. So I guess we're going into it with our armor the way it is. That sucks. Been kind of taking a beating in this tournament, though. Hit him faster. Don't need armor then. You're right. Yeah. If I just keep doing that spin move, that seems to be working out all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this month's player.
Oh, he looks like the pizza cutter. He's got to be about out, man. Got him. Yes. And a golden nut for have a nice day.
Presenting your Battlebots lightweight champion of the world, Player 1.
Yeah, buddy. And now we got the winner's rumble. I don't think this matters, but we'll see what happens. Yep, doing the spinner on the front and back and just spinning it around like a top. That seems to be our winning strategy here with have a nice day. If I can get through this, then I might have the opportunity to save it. And I can at least start on the second tournament and try to get through that. Oh yeah, but they're all repaired and I'm still not. We just got to try to survive for another minute and a half.
Remaining.
And for Have a Nice Day being as crippled as he was coming in, holding his own, man.
15 seconds. Battle end.
All right, well, I win.
The winner, player one.
Okay. So now that I've gotten through that, go back one more. Save game. So what happens if I hit make new bot? I still only have $188. Have a Nice Day is a beast, dude. So I still only have $188, but I'm pretty sure I did unlock a couple more frames. And I think by this point, I should have unlocked, yes, this power box here. So that gives me a little more torque, a little more power. Oh, but that puts me into the middleweight category. We don't want that. We don't want that. So let's put that back in. We want to stay in the lightweight for now. All right, well, it's saved. Yep, shows I have one trophy. So, let's see if we can go through the next round. Maybe I just have to win everything. So here we are in San Francisco. Tyler the Drop Bear, how you doing, man? So now we're at the Golden Gate Bridge. This is where I got last time before I died. And the game just refused to work anymore. So, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate you, for sure. I ain't gonna be on much longer, but it's nice to see you as always. You still whooping that ass and Sir Whoop Ass? I know that that game hasn't gotten a little bit of love in a while. It's kind of a shame. Well, we got a warning message now, so we're gonna ignore that. Got messed up audio now. We'll see how we do though. Try to beat your headgear percent run. Yeah, I can only imagine the RNG in a run like that is just hell. Need to get away from the saws. Yep, that's why I gave up on the bunny headband RNG. Okay, we need some distance here. Oh, he's smoking. We might have a chance. Got him. Frame failure. Have a nice day with the win. This may be the farthest I've gotten now in a tournament in this game. Mauser, Mecha, Catbot, Ziggo, and Backlash. Actually, I think I made it to this stage in one of my tournaments. Need to do a rabbit cap to roll into the... Yeah. Okay, armor, frame, and weapons. Yeah, I think in version 2 of that game, it was easier to roll under the bars. The roll animation was slightly different. And so I think it was like just the 5% level up agility was enough to get there. It was still a little touchy, but it was a lot more doable than it is in version 3 from what I remember. It's been a while. Apologies for the broken audio. This game isn't finished. Oh, damn, he's got some speed. Oh, shit, he's just straight up flipping me over now. This might be where Have a Nice Day has a bad day. Chicken shit! Oh no! We need to get out of that corner. Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, he's smoking. He's smoking. Yes! Have a nice day. It's 5-0 now. Yeah, buddy. It's the spin move, man. So it sucked 2 hours to get bunny headband and rabbit cap. Then a minute 30 seconds up, got Taxman spawned under platform out front. Not so secret portal and couldn't get that hat. Oh, yeah, that sucks. All right, down into the finals against Backlash. Let's see if we can get our second golden nut. Do we got enough to actually repair the whole bot? Yes! Going in 100%! Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. With the load remover, some areas don't remove in some dungeons when loading in 4.1.2. I don't know where they're... Okay. It's been a long time since I've messed with any of that. I can't imagine anything would have changed. If anything, man, we might have to just go back to RTA for that game, because I am not going to have the time to actually go back and, like, retime the old runs. That's just not in my schedule in the near future. So we might have to just keep running RTA until maybe somebody comes along that's got more time and is more dedicated than I am, you know. All right, we have no audio, so that sucks. But I had problems with Backlash last time. And actually, against Backlash is, I think, where my last playthrough died. And my frame rate's taking a hit again. So this might be where this tournament dies. Well, it's just the way the auto splitter behaves, or the load remover behaves with the way the game state changes. It's not like, you know, just black screen and black screen. So I have to actually like record a run and note where the timer stops, count frames to black screens, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, Biohazard straight up crashes this game, and Backlash tanks the frame rate down to about 20 FPS, and there's no audio. So this might be where this tournament dies, unfortunately. Even if we do get the old runs load removed, the problem then is still going to be if the load remover doesn't function properly, then, you know, we still have kind of not a very good base. So, I mean, as far as I know, I think the only category that we have on the board that is straight load remove only is your headgear percent run. The rest is still, I think, sorted by RTA by default. So, and not having a load remover as mandatory for timing might actually be more welcoming for newer runners, because then there wouldn't be, you know, something they have to install and use in order to run. It would be a lot simpler for people that aren't familiar with the game and maybe familiar with speedrunning. They could just run the game, you know. So, I mean, there's benefits to both, but it really all depends. There would need to be a study on, I guess, different PC setups and different load times. Okay, and yeah, and this is where it's going to hang, unfortunately. I think this is where I got last time, because I was able to defeat him, and then that's where it stopped, which really kind of sucks. Let me see if I can maybe just load into that tournament and maybe get through it without having to fight Backlash. It's another one of them things too, though, with Sir Whoopass, that, you know, without having a dedicated run base, I don't think it's really gonna matter one way or the other what we do. I know I said I was going to get to where I can get to, and then that was going to be it, but I got to try this one more time. I'm having too much damn fun with this game, man. Too busy thinking of what could have been in the year 2003. Because I'm telling you, man, I think this game had potential, and if they wouldn't have canceled it, then this would have been a hidden gem. Honestly, it would have been.
Ladies and gentlemen, this player...
Okay, so we got Gamma Raptor in this one. Oh, shit. Straight up flipped him over. Oh, he can self-right, though. Oh, not the saws, not the saws, not the saws. All right, man. You take it easy. Good seeing you as well. Oh, this ain't looking good for Have a Nice Day. Oh, but Gamma Raptor just got messed up. Woo! Yeah, buddy. That was awesome.
By knockout, the red square. Player 1.
Let's get some replays on that shit, man. That was sweet. Yeah, them saws messed me up, dude. I wasn't having high hopes, man. Right here especially. And then that happened. He landed on the saws and it messed him up, dude. And yeah, Have a Nice Day pulled it off, but it's not looking good going into round 2. Okay, so Backlash got eliminated. So I might be able to beat this one now if I don't have to fight Backlash. So it's me versus Snowflake. Armor 12 minutes. Oh! Damn! Well, I should do the frame for sure, and that leaves me with just a spare 1 minute for the power, and the armor's messed up, the weapons are messed up, but without the frame, man, we're screwed. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if I can handle Snowflake. Ooh, this is going to be stressful because that's. I feel like that's what this tournament's going to have to rely on is Backlash getting eliminated in the first round. If that can happen, then we might be able to get through this tournament. Because so far I fought Backlash twice, and it's had no audio in drop in frame rate, and then it hangs after the fight. Oh, he's already smoking. Take him out. Got him. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Yeah. Have a nice day. Yes. Look at Have a Nice Day coming out like a heavyweight boxer throwing haymakers. So now it's Hairgoo pounding for the Golden Nut in San Francisco at the Golden Gate Arena. Okay, and I got 13 minutes to fix my armor. 2 minutes for the frame, 1 for power, but my weapons are taking a hit though. Nah, I gotta fix that armor. Now, if I... Yeah, and that leaves me with not enough for the weapons, so... Weapons are just gonna have to be what they are going into this final fight. Man, if I can make it through 2 tournaments, that'd be pretty sweet. I just want to know, I guess, what happens once I finish this location. Do I get another sponsor and some more money? You know, like, how much of this tournament mode is actually finished? If we can just kind of brute force our way through it, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Oh, shit. We can't be letting that happen. Oh, my back weapon's gone, dude. This ain't looking good. Them saws. Oh, he's smoking too. Oh, my frame's about toast, man. Ah, damn it, he got me. I wish I could see how close he was. Man, that sucks. We were doing so good.
1 minute remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, present.
And that's where, well, we got a warning, but still going to continue. Now we've got some stuff going on here on the main screen. All right, I promise. Last time. Last time, and I'm done. Next loss, and we got to hang it up for the night. I'm having too much damn fun with this. I should have been done already, honestly. Can't help myself, man. Atomic Monkey. Oh, yeah, well, I fought Atomic Monkey before without any issues, but now we've got the audio and, frame rate issue now. So it's not just Biohazard, but I did have a warning pop up on Dolphin, something about not being able to write to a specific address or something like that. So whatever happened is... So it might not be a Biohazard or it wasn't Biohazard. What the hell was that bot's name? Might not be specific to that bot, but Backlash, that's what it was. I knew it started with a B, and it wasn't Biohazard. Ooh, that was a good hit. I'll tell you what, though. I do kind of wish the weapons, you could just, like, toggle them on. Like, just press X to turn the weapon on and X to turn it off, because holding it kind of sucks. That's one thing my thumbs are going to be happy about when I'm done playing this game, is not having to hold the buttons down. Not the pipes. He knocked off the pipes. Ooh, that was a good hit. Ooh, this one might go. This one might go to decision if I can't get him down any quicker here anytime soon. Oh, that was a big hit. No, we should be able to get a frame failure out of this. He's smoking. He's smoking. 12%. Boom. 5%. Kick his ass. Got him. There's a win for Have a Nice Day. All right, let's see what happens now. I'm guessing the game's just going to straight up freeze. Yeah, that would be another strategy. Would just be to have one with a powerful drivetrain and a little grapple and just take him over to the saws and hold him there. That would turn him into. The saws in this game are brutal. Okay, our frame rate's back, at least in the replays, so that's a plus. Still no audio, though. I'm just not going to skip anything and see if this plays out on its own. It might just keep cycling replays until I press continue. Ripped the whole side of them off right there, though. That was pretty lit. Yeah, I think it's just going to keep cycling this until I press something. Yeah. And, yep, that's where we die. Well, this is definitely something I'm going to continue probably maybe playing in my, spare time off stream. This was a lot of fun. And I feel like it's one of them things, if I just keep going at it, I might be able to slowly make some progress through the tournament mode, and just see where we get with it, or maybe just keep playing like arcade mode. But man, this was fun. I honestly, if it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning, I would keep playing this straight up. Like I've been going now for 3 solid hours. Given the, got to give it a little bit of slack in its current state. Yeah, I say current state like it's going to get any better. But it's it's a very, very what's the word? It is a game that I very, very much wish would have gotten finished and seen the light of day. Because I feel like, you know, this game doesn't need a lot, you know, to get it into. I mean, I don't know shit about game development, but, you know, based off of what's here, I feel like it wouldn't require a lot to get it into a, you know, somewhat finished state. So it was canceled, it looks like, in November of 2002. According to battlebotsfandom.com, only version 4.7 is in possession of co-founder Trey Roski. So that might be the version that they were talking about in this article, that if you, I guess, go to the BattleBots headquarters, they'll let you play it. Let's see here. So in the article, it says tournament mode seems to be not finished or programmed correctly, and completing a tournament successfully will cause the game to crash upon completion of the championship finals. Losing in a tournament and participating in the four-way consolation melee can be fun until someone gets knocked out, because then the text frame failure won't disappear from the screen. Also, everyone's player numbers are upside down. Additionally, if you win a tournament bout via KO, your next opponent will have out covering their health and stats even though they're active in the fight. Some of the featured robots aren't sized correctly. The game's physics are not perfect, and oftentimes the kickback you receive from a hit can flip you over and immobilize you. Additionally, I'm not sure the in-game judges work correctly. That's just a hunch, but it seems like something that needed to be tweaked at the last minute. They just throw out whatever random numbers they feel like sometimes. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm going to have to do some more research on this, see if there is a possibility of maybe, you know, some fixes out there or anything, but I really highly doubt it, that there's going to be any improving this whatsoever. Yeah, it says that THQ had announced that it secured the license to publish a BattleBots game in November of 2001. And development for a GameCube and PS2 title had already been started, with plans for future Xbox and PC games. BattleBots was first showcased by THQ at E3 2002. IGN listed other details. The game was first announced on the official BattleBots website September 12, 2002, with an expected release date in November 2002. However, the game was then postponed until early February 2003 before being delayed again in May 2003. After that, there were no more mentions of the game. According to the February 2018 issue of Retro Gamer, THQ suddenly decided to end the project despite the game reaching an advanced stage of development. This most likely stemmed from the announcement that Comedy Central had decided not to renew the show for another season in September 2002 because of a slow improvement on fixing bugs and issues during development of the game. Oh, all right, man. Well, I appreciate you hanging out this whole time, man. And, go ahead and, if you want to, give me a ring tomorrow night on the way home. I'm gonna try starting Code Veronica tomorrow night. So thanks for hanging out, Grim. Appreciate you. Stay suave. Let's see here. Yeah, uploaded Draco, host of the Gatorbox Twitch YouTube channel, had made multiple personal archives to prevent it becoming lost, and then 5 months later uploaded the prototype to Internet Archive in 2002. While the PS2 build of the game still remains lost, it's believed that this version isn't any different from its GameCube counterpart. There's a bunch of screenshots here. So, yeah, definitely some good stuff here. And I'll have to do some more research to see if there's anything else I can find. But, man, I'll tell you what. This game would have been dope. That's all I got to say. This game would have been fantastic. And I wish it's something we could have played back in the day. But that's going to be it for me. The plan is to return tomorrow night for Resident Evil Code Veronica X on the PS3. And yeah, let me know down in the comments section there what you think about this game, and would you have liked to have played a BattleBots game back in 2003 on the Nintendo GameCube. With that being said, I got to call it a night. Stay suave.